Hey guys, so today I wanted to take you guys with me as I roam through Bangkok. So basically, what I want to get done in Bangkok today is I wanted to try out this Thai restaurant that I saw highly recommended on Reddit. I was a little bit curious about it, so I was like, why not? It has good reviews on there, so I was like, let's try it out. And then I wanted to go to the Central World Mall so that I could find this Japanese souffle cheesecake that I've been wanting to try since I've been back in Bangkok. Okay, so the first question that I wanted to answer was about the language barrier. So, a question that I got often was about if I know any Thai, and if not, will I plan on learning any, and how is the language barrier? So, I would have to say that Thai is definitely widely spoken, of course. But there are people who do know basic English, so that kind of helps with basic interactions and everything. Having to get somewhere or whatever. But then there's also Google Translate that helps a lot. So I'm able to translate menus and everything. Just take a picture and upload it to Google Translate, and it'll let me know what the menu says or whatever sign that I'm looking at and that I'm analyzing. So yeah, I do plan on learning Thai. I would like to learn some Thai, especially since I plan on being here for a long time or a while. So yeah, I gotta find some type of app, some kind of Duolingo, because Duolingo does not offer Thai, which sucks. So yeah, I need to find another app to kind of learn some basic Thai. But yeah, so hope that answers that question. Okay, it is pretty hot outside. I think it's like 90 degrees or something, which is so nice for me. Okay, if I could have this kind of weather 24/7, then I would be a very, very happy woman. A question that I got a lot was about black hair care products and if that was very accessible out here. So obviously, it's not going to be everywhere, but Lazada and Shopee are two websites or apps that kind of operate like Amazon. They're online marketplaces, and so you will find a lot of imported skincare and hair care products. So I know for me, I use Cetaphil for my skincare, and that's an American-based brand, but they do have it on the app. And I believe I did see Shea Moisture and other stuff. You can find a lot of shea butter and everything online, and they're not super overpriced like how I thought it would be. And yeah, it's much easier to find those products and have it shipped to you in Thailand as opposed to some other places in Southeast Asia that I found was pretty difficult. Um, your average 7-Eleven or whatever convenience store in Asia will not have a bunch of black hair care products. So you are kind of spoiled a little bit in a lot of even the US. So yeah. Another question was about how long do I plan on staying in Thailand? So I do plan on making Bangkok my base, right? I've gotten the apartment and everything. Uh, and yeah, so I'm thinking about staying out here for the year. Of course, with trips at least once or twice a month to a different part of Thailand outside of Bangkok or to a different country in Southeast Asia. If I could also fit in Japan and South Korea too, that'd be great. But so far, what I do have locked down is that I go to Pattaya next weekend. So I'll be spending the weekend there. I've never been there before. I've never been to a Thai beach before, so I'm excited about that. And I will be going to Phuket in February. And hopefully I'll be able to go to the islands from there, like Krabi. And March, I'm booked to go to Cambodia. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I do hope to go to, of course, Singapore. I want to explore more of Malaysia. I went to Kuala Lumpur, but I would love to go to Langkawi and Penang. So I want to go out there. There's definitely a whole bunch of other places I want to go to. So yeah, I'm excited. Taiwan, Hong Kong. Okay, and last video before my ride gets here. Now I will be addressing how do I spend money, like how do I get money and everything like that. So the currency they use here is baht, is Thai baht, BAHT. 30 bahts is equivalent to $1 US. So yeah, your US dollar does go strong, but how you end up living out here is all based on your decisions and your choices and your budget. It's really important to have a budget so then you are not going overboard. I use a lot of Thai baht. Of course, there's the debit card and everything like that, but I'm waiting for my Charles Schwab card to come in. So for those who are interested, Charles Schwab, I'm not being paid to sponsor this, by the way. I personally use them. um, yeah, like Charles Schwab is a very well-known international bank. It provides no fees on international transactions, which is really, really crucial. And they also reimburse you on ATM withdrawals. And something that you'll notice out here is that you will definitely be withdrawing money because a lot of places still do accept cash. And if you want to just avoid that whole percentage or, that you get charged with using a foreign card, such as a Visa or MasterCard out here, the way that you kind of circumvent that is by using the Thai baht out here. And the withdrawals, the ATMs, with the ATMs you are charged 220 baht, which is roughly $6. So every single time you withdraw money, so it's highly encouraged to try to withdraw as much as you can. A lot of ATMs you can withdraw up to 20,000, sometimes up to 30,000. And so what I would do is, as soon as you land outside of the airport, so you're not charged anything extra, just go to some ATM at a 7-Eleven or something. Just like withdraw as much as you can, and then just spread that money out, when it comes to cash. And of course, use, debit cards for like paying for hotels maybe or something, So this is probably like the most common question that I saw out of the 3,000 comments that I read or skimmed through, which is, what do I do for a living and where do I work? Yeah, so I've been working in cybersecurity, so that's how I pay for everything. And yes, so that means I'm working while out here. I usually try to get, thank you. I usually try to get like the bulk of like my work done during the day, at least in the evening, and then I try to be present for the meetings and everything that happens on Eastern Standard Time. So between usually like 1 a.m. to like 4 a.m. I'm up like working and everything like that. And how I'm handling that, I will let you know. My first week is a little rough, not gonna lie. Got my food. I'm so happy. Okay, so I think I found the Japanese cheesecake place. I'm looking. I see Japan and I see cheesecake. So this might be it. Oh my god. If that is, I'm buying the whole thing. I swear to God. Like, I want a slice and I want the cheesecake to go. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Alright, so I'm still at the Central World Mall. I am definitely eating another slice of cheesecake that I'm so happy that I found out here. And I wanted to answer some more questions. One of the questions that I did get was about accommodation. What should they do? And so it's generally recommended for people before they purchase an apartment or before they rent or own an apartment is to get an Airbnb or a hotel out here. You could definitely find an Airbnb. It's recommended to spend like maybe 2-3 days, 3 or 4 days in Bangkok. Get in touch with an agent and then tour the different neighborhoods and everything and see, where you like. Do a lot of research on the different neighborhoods as you're being shown the properties. For me, what I knew was that I wanted to like live near the heart of Bangkok, and to me, the landmark that comes to mind is Terminal 21, which is a whole different mall other than this one. But yeah, and that's in the ASOK area. And so I posted in a Facebook group, and I was like, hey, You know, I'm looking for an apartment that fits these certain needs that I want. I knew I wanted a duplex. I knew I wanted a downtown view, and that I wanted to be at least somewhat close to the heart of Bangkok, or it's what I call Terminal 21. And so I posted in a Facebook group, and an agent got in touch with me. And because that's the thing, all you have to do is just post in these Facebook groups what you're looking for, the range, as far as budgets and when you're looking to move in, and you'll get 20, 30, 40 different agents, that are wanting to work with you. You just got to be very cautious. You got to be um, realistic, especially if you're not in the country that you're going to be renting an apartment from. Definitely be mindful of the agents, because there isn't any regulations regarding agents or anything like that, any kind of licensing. So anyone can kind of operate as an agent, and that is where things kind of get a little bit murky. But thankfully, the agent that I worked with, he's real. And you can also go on websites such as, I want to say it's called Property Hub, or what's the other one? Or Fazwaz. And those are, and think of those websites as sort of like your Zillow out here, where you can get in touch with an agent. And, if you, let's say you express interest in one of the apartments that you do see, but it may not be available when you want it to be, then you would just express interest, and then someone from Fazwaz will actually reach back out to you, and they will coordinate with you. You can continue the conversation on WhatsApp, and they will find you different apartments and everything like that. And then also, as they're sending in those apartments, be sure to look up on like Reddit or YouTube or just like anywhere to just kind of get like a sense of like what that neighborhood is like and everything. But generally, Tonglor, where I stay, Rama 9 is a good neighborhood. It's not too busy. Of course, there's cars, 24/7 come in and out, but it's very quiet and it's not distracting or anything like that. But you're still about 10 minutes from the heart of Bangkok, so it's really not that hard to to get there and everything like that and get back. So, yeah. Hopefully that answers your question right there. So I wanted to answer this question really, really quick before my phone completely is out of storage. But the question was, so if I bring $6,000 to $7,000, will I live like a king? And the answer is, it depends. It depends on your budgets and how far you want that money to go for, however long you want it to go. I know that sounds pretty vague, but yeah, you could really experience the most luxurious things ever in Bangkok, or you could be living it truly like a local and just live a very quiet, normal life. It just depends on how much you want to indulge in the nightlife and the girls and everything like that. Alright, so I'm outside of Central World, and I would have to say that today was a pretty good success. I was able to find exactly what I was looking for, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm very, very happy. And I hope that I answered a lot of you guys' questions. If there's any more that you guys do have, then just leave them down below and I'll answer them in a future video. But yeah, until then, you guys be safe. Have a good one. Bye.